It's time. It's Sunday. There's a new weekly. We have the spooky music going because it is still October. And we got an interesting one here. There is more armor than there has been recently. There's pepper, potato, and melon, so that's neat. Kind of a lot of random stuff. The seaweed is new for me. This seems good because maybe you could give it to an early poopy pet that's level 3 to have it potentially be more useful, I guess? I mean, sea urchin's not that all high tier either, but maybe it'll help. What I will say is that there is potential for a build that is not something I've usually been able to participate in. Which is, I kind of just want the mouse because I like it. A roll team. I think there is potential for a real roll team here. And the reason I think that is because there are multiple things with rolling. There is hamster, there is sandworm, there is ostrich, there is ammonite, which is new to me, and then there's Nessie, which is kind of new to me, you know, sort of, maybe, kind of. The other main things I see are definitely mana themes and definitely trumpet themes. Probably a little more on the mana side as far as the number of pets that do mana stuff, but yeah, it was kind of a but I guess but the trumpet theme does have some strong units of the trumpet variety. I think they, well, we win, no, we draw this. So, trumpets, there's guinea fowl, vaquita, highland cow, wildebeest, some pretty decent units. There's also those weird 2 units that convert trumpets to mana and mana to trumpets, and oh yeah, this is another reason to have a roll team. I forgot about that one. This is another reason. Alright. I guess. I don't know. I tend to find trumpets, as far as ease of use, a little bit, certainly easier to use. Hence saying easier to use. There's something to be said about, there is definitely some mini combos with, there's kangaroo, doorhead ant, and then the brain cramp, as well as a muskox, so you can kind of combine those jumpers with either the kangaroo or muskox for some solid mid-game stuff. Or early mid-game, let's say. But there's definitely more mana stuff overall, as I mentioned, but yeah, this brain cramp's probably gonna cause some problems. Well, that's about as good as it could have gone, considering there was a brain cramp. I keep getting trumpet stuff, even though I'm kind of trying to do mana stuff. Is another roll-related thing for sure. I really don't want to try to level 3, gonna be honest. Okay, there's a mana thing. Sure. That makes some amount of sense to me. This is another free roll. That seems decent. I don't really want to get rid of all these. I guess I could just get rid of this for this and it's better. But then the question is, do we pivot to... I could do 3 free rolls and get a discounted food, or... I mean, this is a strong unit right now. I think I'm going to roll. Despite my probably better interest, I am going to do that. I was kind of hoping to see another farmer mouse, but Okay, if we remove a lot of health from the guinea fowl, that's pretty good. And we did do that. That's pretty good. Well, what do you know? Not bad. Now, is it complete RNG that I got that twice? I'm pretty sure it is. Okay. You're gone. I think we're full getting rid of both of you. Bringing this in. Bringing this in. ASAP. And then you'll get this next turn. Yeah. I guess I'm half mana, half roll related. Certainly more interested in doing the roll just because it's new to me, but yeah. Okay. Now, there's been a lot that's happened since I've last talked to YouTube in terms of Super Auto Pets. I'll say that much. I'll also say they look like me, but better. I will say they look like me, but better. That's interesting. I need to roll 3 times. I mean, I'm getting close to this. This cost 1. I cannot buy it this turn. I am getting close to getting that going. I can't really put the Dumbo Elephant up front because of I want the whatever that thing is to get the mana. That's not good. Yeah, I think we probably just lose because of that alone. Yeah, I mean, not even close. So, where to start? I suppose the start would be where and what I have been up to on stream the past week, which would be, you know, Pad and Super Auto Pets Monday. Roll team, hello. I mean, this is you're just better, so that seems like a pretty good switch to make. On Wednesday we did Woodcarve Wednesday, but before that I played a game called Nightmare Cart, which actually was really awesome. Just I don't really know how else to say it. It was just a really sick game. And then on Friday played Off Peak, which was pretty cool, and then found a puzzle game that was put on NSO called it was some crazy name, Cosmic Gang something something puzzle. It was a Japanese game, or it is a Japanese game, and it was sick. Now, it is kind of tempting to abandon this for this stuff, for sure. Give adjacent friends. So, do we want the sea lion scaling, or do we want to do mana? I think we're dropping the mana because we're doing this. So I will put this in the front. And now I'm doing this. Give friends one, end the turn. Give friends one for every 4 rolls up to 8. So I don't have 8, but if I do 4 rolls, 1, 2, 3. Sure, I'll put a grape on you, why not? And then I gotta do a 4th. So we'll see what that does. We'll see what that does. I guess I'm just rolling the rest, huh? Move 2 health. Okay, sure. Think I want the order like this? It does slightly make the chances. Okay, so that does buff the 2 of them. It makes the chances of the Bigfoot dying and getting the free roll a little bit less, but still. So the Nessie is another thing that you can combine with the free roll type stuff. +7, +7? That was a lot more than I thought. I guess that's how the roll thing works. And then today, I was... basically, I don't know about saying... I was doing... moved... We need some attack. I was at a family thing the whole day, and basically only came back with an hour-ish or so before Super Auto Pets, so we did not really do much before this. Okay, this was the other guy I was interested in, for sure. Probably more than the Bigfoot at this point. I know I'm missing a bunch of levels by doing this over and over, but I mean, this is just a lot. Instantly. Okay. I was thinking to myself, well, I'll at least get a free thing out of it, but I won't get the stats this turn. I think that's pretty reasonable. This is another thing that you could do with the stats and whatnot. Okay. There's a lot going on here. A lot going on. I still think my team is a little weak right now. But I think next turn is going to be pretty big with the hamster. Wow, double of those is probably a bit of a problem for me. Yeah, we lose this one, right? Yeah. Yeah. Time to win out from here, right? Right? You know, would be a good reason to do this. Now I'm rolling 5 times? Yes. Or 4 times? 4 times. 1. Oh, right. I get 3 more of those? Definitely do this. Oh, shit. What's happening right now? Okay. Oh. Oh. my brain is like, there's too much happening. I guess I could switch the ostrich for the sea lion next turn. I think this makes sense. I have more gold still. I think this makes sense. If I was doing that, I shouldn't have had the sea lion get the buff. That's fair. Alright. Anyway. So, I was at a family thing. The family thing involved going apple picking. I think I live. I live. So that was nice. Although it was rainy, but besides that part. I don't know how this works. Okay. I'm gonna get a lot of money, right? Yeah, I am gonna get money. This makes sense to me. Ooh, piece of candy? Okay, 1 turn left of each of these. So do that. And then combine? And then ostrich? I guess this. Oh, sick noise. And then yes. And then yes. Cool. This reset? That's amazing. I mean, I can't really do much with it, but it is amazing. Do I even want that? I don't think I even want that. I guess I'm hoping... I guess I should be freezing this, right? If 4 shop pets are the same tier... Unlikely to happen. Okay, I mean... I guess. 1 turn left. Alright, didn't get there, but I guess I could do this. I'm still trying to get my mind wrapped around all this. Apple picking was nice. Ooh, that's a lot of mana. Oh, no. No, my team was so cool, though. My team was so cool, I was about to start doing some cool stuff. Did the Ammonite do anything? How does that guy work? I thought it was supposed to transform the first thing. What do you do? How do you work? When this thing faints! Oh, I'm so stupid. Ah, okay. Definitely my fault on that one. Definitely my fault on that one. No doubt about that. On the drive there, because it was to New Hampshire. The Hampshire in New. There was one of those road signs with made with like one of those panels on wheels that then has a bunch of lights or orange lights to like spell words and stuff. Son of a bitch. One of them I guess do this. One of them, or the one that I saw, said daily shoulder work on it. So as we passed it, I made a little quip. I said, "Oh, that sign's for Dad," because he has a shoulder problem recently and has been doing physical therapy. So, you know, I got a good chuckle out of everyone in the car. It was, you know, this guy might have a joke or two up his sleeve. Mana Hound. There really is a lot of roll stuff, huh? I guess this does stuff with mana, but so yeah, you know, I had a little moment. That was good. What was not great was that +0? I can't imagine we win now. Jesus, level 2. It's quite a combo. I mean, if I get rid of this, I have to get rid of you, but if I get rid of you, I gotta... And then if I get rid of you, it's a half level, and then I guess I just shouldn't have froze you at all? There are cherries, I guess, but it seems like probably not the best idea. Yeah, turns out maybe not the best idea. You know what? I'm probably just selling that. You know what? I'm selling it right now. Money for next turn. Money saved for next turn, rather. I brought a portable charger for my phone, but the devastating happened, which was the cable that I had brought for said phone, turns out, not the right cable. Which honestly didn't matter too much in the end, because I basically just didn't use my phone much. Not that I was really going to be using it much anyway, but it was kind of funny that I like thought I had planned ahead and everything, and then it just, oh, I didn't do anything. It happens, though, it happens. Part of me wonders if I should be just doing boring muskox kangaroo with jumpers to keep my health high. I mean, that is certainly tempting. That is certainly tempting. What else happened while I was there? Oh, we were celebrating some various cousins' birthdays and things sort of at the same time. So it was... Usually it's involves, oh, there's like one kind of cake for everyone involved, you know, all the different families, whoever family members have birthdays those days and whatnot. But, well, I guess it's not a but, it's more of a in addition. This time, well, it was a butt. Instead of being a normal cake, it was, I've never seen this before, but it makes sense. It was basically a bunch of cupcakes, but like they were so close together, and then there was frosting on top that like connected into one thing of frosting. So if you didn't know any better from a distance, it could have been a cake by how the top looked. But then it was actually a bunch of cupcakes, so that was kind of neat. Never seen that. Granted, doesn't really change anything for me, but it was, I just thought that was neat. I'd never seen that. I'm debating on the whole level this now or save it for tier 5s. Some pretty good tier 5s up there. But there's also some pretty good tier 4s. I guess that's technically one of them. I'm maybe not as interested in these ones. Rolls this turn 0. Okay. Well, maybe I should just sell that one then. 10 mana. Three 3 that summons a 3/3. I'll just let this happen, I think. Your mom used to love when parents would bring that in as a teacher because there's no cutting needed. Yeah, it's kind of genius. It's a little bit genius, really. Oh, okay. Oh, and you have a brain cramp? This guy's cheating. Yeah. Jumpers plus kangaroo slash muskox slash poison dart frog. Kind of good. Turns out kind of good. I don't even really want to... I think I'm just losing again. It's coming to my attention that I think I'm just losing again. I think I want to do the roll thing too bad, and it's just not happening. We need to actually do other stuff in between, I think, in order to make it work. Instead of just going right for it. I mean, this will have at least some health this time, which is something, but maybe put a pie on the Falcon for the time being. What else has happened? I mean, there's been so much. Okay, there's been the biggest thing that's happened, IMO, TBH, IMO, but I haven't really spoke about it because it's almost like too nerdy. It's not too nerdy, but okay, let me just get it out of the way. In the past 24 hours. There has been a giga leak of giga proportions, okay? In regards to Pokemon. It has been awesome. At least for me, that I think it's awesome. So, you know, yeah. Kinda don't want this, kinda want one of those tier 4 things that work with rolling, perhaps, or just another sea lion, I guess. But I don't really know where to begin, because it's been a lot. I guess is the short end of it. It's been a lot. What I would say is that I got on the news pretty quick of it. In terms of, found out there was some leaks happening before really anything really got going. And that was good for me because, okay, I get a little trumpets. Because I'm interested in that kind of thing. So, when leaks are happening, some people, they might go to Twitter. It's a pretty safe bet. It's a pretty decent place to go. However, if you're really about that life, place to actually go is, like it or not, the place to go is actually 4chan. It is the only time really I ever go there nowadays. But when the time is right, the time is right. Okay? And this is the one of those times. So I was up in that business early on when it was just sort of notes about there's a leak happening. It's said to be about these topics, but we don't really have a big idea on it quite yet. That's unfortunate. I mean, we lose, but, you know, that's unfortunate. And it was before all of the, let's say, the sprites and the real big stuff started popping off. So that was fun to be there for. This is certainly good with the rolling. However, there's something to be said about maybe just keeping this as it is and going to half rolling, which it doesn't really make sense, to be honest. It doesn't really make a ton of sense, but something to be said about that. But level. Okay, now that is of interest to me. I wouldn't want to transform you, though. But perhaps the Dumbo Octopus? So then you go sell on this, bring in Ammonite? Maybe I do that next turn, but then I lose out on stats. But we're at 1 health. That's kind of rough. That's kind of rough. Assault, huh? Okay, level 2 this. Change the order back to this for this turn. Maybe we're just going scaling and we're not even rolling anymore, but maybe we'll keep this part or something? I don't know. I don't know what I'm doing. I mean, it's only him for scaling really right now, but we got some pretty strong units, but if we're trying to get to 10, we're going to need pretty significant scaling. Which the Dumbo Octopus doesn't really actually do, but it's 0 money, so free real estate. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what to do here. I'm just gonna end the turn. I mean, I don't know where to start with the Pokemon stuff, but it was fun to be in the thread, as it were. Oh, we live with 1. It was fun to be in the thread because it reminded me of old internet, and not in the terms of, like, the bad way, I guess. You know, not in terms of the bad way of, like, toxic, you're gonna get hacked or something like that, but more in terms of, things are fresh. No one quite knows what's real, what's fake. Everything's getting thrown at the wall at the same time, so you're in the thread, and finally, after mostly just documents or SVN, Git repository type stuff, finally images start coming out of beta sprites, trainer sprites, screenshots of getting something working on an emulator, and everyone's getting excited, everyone's popping off. Is this sprite real? Is that fake? Oh, that sprite looks like just a beta form of this Pokemon that came out, but what the hell is this other one that looks nothing like anything we've ever seen? Then trolls coming in as well, throwing in a couple of Fakemon or Pokemon that were made for like a ROM hack, and then other people trying to call them out at the same time. There's gunslinging, everyone's... It was just, I don't know, it reminded me of old internet times, but in the good way. And it was fun just kind of seeing it all live happening right then and there, breaking down. Unfortunately, I did have to go to bed early, and then all today shit has been dropping like crazy, and I've been gone the whole day, and I'm upset because I want to be here seeing it all. Now, as far as this thing that I'm looking at, being my Frankenstein half roll, half just kind of generic scaling team. Part of me thinks that these 2 units are pretty good, though without Hamster you won't get to that 8 rolls most of the time. I also am somewhat wanna, you know, there is something to be said about, oh, Dumbo Octopus, keep it because of an achievement, and it's also kind of one of my best statted things. I also kind of feel like I have to keep these two up front right now because their abilities are good. So then the question becomes Worms of Sand for just a little bit of extra expedited scaling, or Ammonite to put in the front to then transform this Dumbo octopus into a mini octopus, which is pretty flavorful if you think about it. I think that is what I will do. Because in theory, we are also supposed to be getting good things from... Now, we won't get that this turn, I suppose, right? I mean, we're at 1 health. I think we gotta kind of... Okay. Alright, alright. I mean, even transforming the Dumbo Octopus just to a level 1 is still better than the other stuff here. Okay, lots of mana and then potentially some trumpeting. I mean, I'm getting 3 shots, that's good value. 4 shots, that's great value. I would say that worked out pretty well. I would say that worked out pretty well. I think I am gonna level 3 that, which seems a little bit crazy. And then I think I'm rolling Trice. Ooh, okay, music. Okay, music. Ooh, gotcha roll. It is tempting to pancake. I think I'm kind of interested in the soft ice a little bit. Just because I think I do want to just eventually get armor on all of these things. There's basically been now official lore dropped of stuff that didn't previously, like, wasn't on our radar before, like leaked lore of like the beginning of the Pokemon universe and stuff. I didn't even get to read it yet, but it sounds fairly involved. We can kind of only buy 1 thing a turn, which sucks, if we want to get at least 4 rolls. Which I guess we only need 3 to at least get this thing to... I guess you only need 2 to level 2 this. So maybe that matters to some extent. I think you just do that, though. And then we get to 3. Get something for free. A donut. I mean, I guess for now I'll put this on you because it's free, but... Yeah, okay. Probably gonna move the Falcon or to the left of the Sea Lion because it needs some attack stats. The Boar, you definitely always want more. That's a pretty big team you got there. Can this take it pretty far? It can in fact. Alright. That worked out. Level 2, this seems good. Obviously, a level 2 boar is also very good. I can still roll 3 times. 1 XP for every 2 rolls. What matters more? What matters more here? A level 2 mini Dumbo thing? Or a level 2 boar? I'm gonna gamble on the level 2 mini, and I guess put this on you. Sure. Let's go with that. One other big thing that comes to mind that I saw was the legendary Latios X Blaziken sort of blend. Oh, that transforms 2 things. Oh, I didn't know. That's actually kind of... I was gonna say it's kind of worse, but it worked out fine. Oh, okay. So I guess that means I need to do this, and then that way you transform these 2, because that's not that bad at that point. Yeah, that seems like a good idea. Seems like a good idea. 1, 2. 3. Four. Okay, and then melon armor. Probably melon armor this now. Yeah. Even though the croissant is nice. We've had this falcon frozen in the in the shop forever, but it's kind of working. Peacock pretty good there. Oh god. And they're gonna trance that into mana? That's not that good, right? Oh no, it's that guy. That is good. Okay. I was thinking that it would just be a singular shot, and that's not bad, but turns out it was a guy that does a lot more with that mana than just shoot for 50 damage. That's a bit of a bummer, but the cool thing that was not a bummer was the legendary Latios Blaziken fusion art that we've seen, like, I don't even know how many years ago, a decade? They found a sprite for it in the beta leaks. So there is both a front and back sprite, which is fucking hype. This team was kind of hype. Maybe a little bit too cheesy, and I'm not saying that because of the cheese on the Ammonite. But I think there's something, I mean, maybe the sea lion scaling is just not enough, and trying to rely on that is a little bit too much. Granted, I think that team that we faced would have beaten a lot of teams. That last team that faced us was pretty good, so we almost turned it around. I mean, got to 7 from like 1 or 2 wins or something, so I'm not too devastated, but that's all right. We'll come back.